ever seen the most saltiest group of fanboys in this community, man. And before you people say, he ain't even talking about Xbox, he talking about Ubisoft. Well, we all know that that video's coming. Because when 2025 is right around the corner, what are you people gonna say about Xbox now? Oh, we still getting no games anyway, while PlayStation provides you with nothing? I mean, that's all you ponies keep doing is capping, but it's fine. Because, like I said, we got a competition. We're going to compare the software sales to the Wii U, and let's see which console had a easier time at selling software. Because for PlayStation, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Considering that you guys got 60 to 70 million outselling the Xbox 3 to 1. So they should be no problem, right? The PlayStation 5 should be able to single-handedly outsell every single one of the Wii U exclusives at the time, at the start of this video. But let's see, shall we? You guys are ridiculous. I mean, just look at those sales right there, okay? Elden Ring only sold about, what, close to 4 million, even though the game sold over 28. And that had more to do with the fact that that game was available on essentially every platform. Final Fantasy 16 with 3 mil, Stellar Blade with 1 mil, Astrobot with 1.5 mil. So you guys make sure you remember that, right? These are the best-selling games on PlayStation. Now, Marvel Spider-Man 2 did do a lot better than the majority of the games here. I think, was it Horizon sold about 8, and God of War Ragnarok sold about 15. But those games were also cross-generation. PS4, PS5, and now PC. That's 3 different platforms it was on. So I've noticed something. Every time a game exclusively drops on the PS5, it doesn't see the same success. You don't see most games hitting over that 10 million margin. Marvel Spider-Man 2 got lucky, but that game was also bundled with consoles. Now let's get to the Wii U and see how that pairs in comparison to what we got with the PlayStation 5. What's this? You're trying to tell me, okay? Now some of these are bundled, but like I said, that could also apply to PlayStation. Mario Kart sold close enough to 9 million, outsold your PlayStation exclusive. Super Mario 3D World sold about close to 6 million, outsold majority of your PlayStation exclusives. New Super Mario Bros. U sold about very similarly, outsold any PlayStation exclusive on your platform besides Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Smash Bros. Wii U, even Nintendo. Well, that game was bundled, like I said. Splatoon. A lot of these games was bundled, just like PlayStation. But still, explain to me why the metrics is high. Now, this is something that a lot of people had to buy, and it's still outsold the majority of your PlayStation exclusives. Explain to me how Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U outsold Astrobot. Let's not forget, guys, this is a failing platform. I mean, at this point, even Wii Party did better than it. What is the excuse of you people? I mean, Breath of Wild, which was touted as a Nintendo Switch exclusive, also still dropped on the Wii U because that's where most of its development was. And people still bought more copies on the dying Wii U than they bought on the PS5 with Astrobot and Stellar Blade. And you guys want to act like this don't speak value. Oh, yes. Look, Captain Toad did better than Stellar Blade. Pikmin 3, all these games did better. What are you people talking about, bro? This was a dying platform, and the game still sold better on the Wii U than what you're getting with the PS5. The only games doing well on the PS5 is third party. This is what we've been trying to tell you. You guys are like, oh, Astrobot did so well. No, it did not. I mean, if it goes as far to have the least selling Nintendo console of all time to outsell majority of your PlayStation exclusive. Oh, but it's not good with Ragnarok and Horizon. Go ahead. You want to add a game that's on 3 different platforms? You really want to go there? PS4, PS5 also was bundled in as well, on top of the fact that those games are on PC. That is 3 different platforms that game was on. Do you really want to go there? I mean, come on, man. You guys didn't even buy the most popular game, Elden Ring. I mean, this is ridiculous, bro. But y'all say, oh, we buy games. No, you do not buy games. Cut it out. If you got 60 million, 70 million PS5s out there, then explain to me how you lose into a game like Wii U Party. Explain to me, man. I want to hear it. You guys talk about, remember, this is a console with only 11 million sales, not really beloved by the Nintendo community, and yet they games still sold better. That does not make sense to me. And another thing, a lot of these are Nintendo, as you can see, Nintendo owned IPs. A lot of them. Nintendo. If anything, all of them are Nintendo. So that goes to show you that even at Nintendo's worst, their audience still supports a lot of their very own titles. Now, when you look at PlayStation, it's it's Stellar Blade, not made by, it's Black Myth Wukong, not made by them. It's all these other games that are not even made by Sony. So now we know why Sony's doing these little side exclusivity deals with third party like Black Myth and Baldur's Gate 3, because let's be honest, you guys have no appealing games. If this is not enough to expose the narrative that's been going on in this community, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Because you PlayStation fanboys can't sit this down after seeing what you see. Mario Party 10 outsold the majority of your PlayStation exclusives, bro. A dying platform. Splatoon. So close to 5 million, bro. Oh, but that's bundled in with the Wii. But people didn't buy Wii U's. Let's not forget, guys. People didn't buy Wii U's. Even though there was a few of these games that are bundled, but I don't remember a lot of people buying them in bundles. I'm going to just be perfectly honest with you. Okay? And this is what, look at it. You guys even got outbeat by Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. You guys are a disgrace, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I hate to do this because I enjoy PlayStation like the next person. But if you guys don't see that there's a fundamental problem with how Sony's going about business, then at this point, Sony is going to go under. Okay? All they're doing is gaslighting you, saying everything is okay, everything's perfectly fine, but I'm telling you, it's not. Pikmin 3, all these games that all came out on the dying Wii U still found some form of success on the platform. Nintendo gamers still went out there and bought majority of their very own titles. Okay? Something that I can't say for PlayStation. Stellar Blade, Concord, Final Fantasy, I think Rebirth sold about 3 mil, right? Around there. I think a little under. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And if you guys really don't think this is a problem, even though you guys have all these hardware sales, that also goes to show you that you don't know what you're talking about. You got people like Porterock saying, "Oh, the PS5 is Sony's best finance." No, it's not. Compare it to the PS4 sales. That's why you guys keep bringing up the PS4, because you guys have no argument with the PS5. A lot of the games for PS5 ain't even eclipsing even remotely close to 5 million, unless they either cross-generation or a game that Sony didn't even make. Like, you guys are ridiculous. I guarantee Sony would be like, "Oh, well, we got 20 million for this upgrade game because everybody remastered it for the $10, so we sold another 20 million again." That's how petty Sony is. Like, I'm sorry, man. If you guys still have confidence in the PlayStation brand, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But Wii Party right here, man, I guess that's a better game than Stellar Blade because it outsold it. Because that's one thing a lot of PlayStation fanboys like to do. They like to use sales as a metric to show what's a better game. Well, I guess Tropical Freeze is a better game too. Mario Party. I guess these are all better games because they sold better, which means that more people was more inclined to wanting to pick up and play them. That's why gaming is going through this live service and subscription, because gamers don't buy games. Nintendo finally got that love. Well, I shouldn't even say that because they always were successful with portables, but even Nintendo has left the home console market. The home console market needs a revision, and Microsoft is bringing it. You can clearly see that there's a fundamental problem with people going out there picking up games, man. Elden Ring did not sell. It sold well, I think, on the PlayStation 5, but it didn't sell like it should have. And yet, you guys, think about it. You guys are the ones asking for a Bloodborne remake when you got one of the most popular Souls games known to man and it only did close to 4 million? Now I see why From Software is like, "Man, we ain't doing that. We might do it if it's PS5 and PC." That game might even be that because of that reason. You see, y'all don't want to see it, man. Exclusivity doesn't matter. Like I said, Nintendo gamers, even at their worst, they've always supported their very own intellectual properties. And as you can see, all have the Nintendo name logo. None of them say Koei Tecmo. None of them says Shift Up Studios. none of them say that. They all say Nintendo, 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 like how it's supposed to be. That also shows you that people pick up the Wii U for its very own exclusives. That probably explains as to why the Switch was even more successful after they merged both markets. It's done. Y'all got beat out by Yoshi's Woolly World. Look at this. Outsold Astrobot. Really? Captain Toad. Outsold Stellar Blade. This is ridiculous, bro. If y'all don't see this problem, man, then I don't know what to tell you no more, man. But I know most people are laughing. Even Nintendo, you're like, wow, bro. Even the dying Wii U. You know, because remember, PlayStation fanboys kept saying, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. Remember? Talking about how the Wii U needs an ambulance. And now look at it. Now Sony about to need one too because they're going to end up dead. Nobody supports your games. Your games are not valued in the same way. And this is something that I've been telling you. This is not hatred. This is just me telling you guys the truth. If you can't, it's so funny you guys want to talk about numbers and metrics, but yet you never want to bring stuff and compare stuff like this and say, that is kind of odd how a Wii U system that was a failure is outselling majority of the games on our console, which happens to be a success. PlayStation 4, you can't say that. Their games 20 million off the PS4 alone. What you guys don't understand? You guys are holding on to the PS4 generation. God of War, Horizon, all those games came out on PS4, Uncharted 4, and they sold over 10 million off the PS4. You guys get what I'm saying? They didn't need to be like, oh, we got it on PS4 and 5, and well, PS3 and PS4, you know. They didn't do that. Sony wasn't petty like that. PS4 made its own money off its own merits. That's why y'all keep talking about how that generation was so amazing, even during the PS5, because the PS5 has nothing but PS4 games. Anyway, the only time God of War Ragnarok did well because it was on 3 different platforms. PS4, PS5, PC. Same thing with the Horizon. Y'all know that Gran Turismo was probably going, well, Gran Turismo, it's a PS4 game that can be played on PS5. So yet you still haven't proved my argument, guys. You guys say that the PS5 is successful on its own merits, but yet every time we talk about it, it's either a PS4 remaster or a PS4 remake or a PS4 game updated or upscaled, remastered, remade it. I mean, really? But when we get down to the nitty gritty, when we get down to the reasons as to why somebody would pick up a PS5, Stellar Blade, 1 million. Astrobot, 1.5 million. God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West, 3 different platforms. And on top of the fact that it was bundled, Final Fantasy 16, 3 million. And the game was also bundled as well. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? You guys know that the PS4 was Sony's most successful generation. And to be honest with you, that is where Sony ended. PS5 going onward, they're not the same company. I'm telling you this right now. And this is not coming from a perspective of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me do a Dreamcast guy thing for y'all, right? I have a PlayStation 5, bro. So for you people to act like I'm just some Xbox dude or this and all this and the 4, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I own more consoles than half you people even have games. I have more consoles than you people have games. And you out here putting me in this little console war garbage. Like I said before, the PS5 is lackluster. The PS5 is severely lacking in the games department. And Microsoft is going to have a very wonderful 2025 year. That's why a couple of fools picked one up. Because he's not waiting 2 years to play no intergalactic game. He can play his Xbox, and when the PS5 decides to finally bring out some games, then he can go back to it when he wants. There ain't no choice. There ain't no pick. It's just people playing games and picking up and playing what they want. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Hopefully I was able to explain a point that a lot of people are not addressing. But I do think it's quite depressing that even the Wii U outsold a lot of these so-called quote-unquote PlayStation 5 exclusives. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day.